Alright, so I'm making this video because I figured something out that I haven't seen anybody else figure out about Q, about this flag. Anyway, I'm just going to get right into it. You guys know what this is, qmap.pub. It's where we research our Q posts. So on the 17th of April, 17, we all know what that is, Q posted this picture titled American Flag. I immediately noticed that there was something special about this flag. It does not have the gold fringes on it. This is a bullshit flag. Anyway, if you don't know about the gold fringe flag, it is, let's see here. Get that gold fringe off my flag. The gold fringe United States flag is the Admiralty or war flag, which denotes admiralty or martial law. It's oh man, I can't even get into that on this video. That's not why I made this video. But this is not the flag of our country, guys. This is a boat flag, and what this signifies is that we're all under maritime law. Can't get into it, but you guys need to research it. I'm going to give you some rabbit holes to go down on this video. Stay with me here. So you notice that this flag does not look like these flags. And look, this one is a 3x5, right? That means that this dimension here is 3 and this is 5 here. This flag that Q posted is not 3x5. This flag is a Title IV flag that was captured by Russell J. Gould. I'm going to play a little video for you guys. It's going to get interesting.
In 1999, the United States was quietly being taken over by Great Britain. A vigilant patriot named Russell J. Gould recognized the threat, and in a series of strategic moves, he saved us from foreign invasion. He took control of the Title IV U.S. flag and logged it in with the United Nations, becoming sovereign successor to Great Britain. When the political dust settled, Mr. Gould had taken over several high-ranking government positions, and that put the country's true terrorists on notice. He introduced a language called now-time quantum grammar. Then he used it to prove all previous legal and financial documents to be fraudulent. This saved the U.S. trillions of dollars in debt. He redesigned the periodic table of elements. His work was referred to as extraterrestrial technology and genius. As a reward for his efforts, he was arrested and tortured by the government that he saved.
So anyway, that's a quick little recap there on what Russell J. Gould did. This is the flag I'm talking about right here. This is the flag that Q posted. This is not just any old flag. Flags have specific dimensions, and if it's not a specific dimension, then it's not the same flag. This is the flag that Q posted, the one that Russell J. Gould captured, and he went and logged it in at the United Nations and saved our country. But I'm going to prove to you that this flag that Q posted on April 17th is this flag. And I also thought it was interesting that on this video here, when it talks about how he saved us a lot of money. How much money? 17 trillion. Very interesting. Very interesting number there. This was posted on the 17th. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, so this is the flag that Q posted. So we're gonna test it just to make sure that this is the same flag, this Title IV flag. Okay? So as you can see, I have a ruler here. It measures megapixels. Okay? And I got it set to where the height of the flag, you can see right down the bottom left, is exactly 700 pixels or megapixels. I don't know enough about what a pixel is to know if this is pixel or megapixel. Who gives a shit? It's 700. Okay, so if we look at this flag, we see here that A is 1. So the flag dimensions are all based off of this dimension here, the top of the flag to the bottom. So A equals 1. So on this flag, A equals 700. Okay? The next measurement we're going to look at is from the left of the flag to the right of the flag. Okay? So we go back to here. A equals 1. B, which is left of the flag to the right of the flag, is 1.9. Okay? So if A right here is 700, we're going to go 700 times 1.9, which is 1330. So if this is a Title IV flag, then the length of this flag should be 1330 megapixels. And we go to the end here, and it is exactly 1330 megapixels. All right? Well, let's keep on testing this thing here. So C is the hoist width of the Union. We could see that right here. The top of the blue box to the bottom of the blue box is C. So A is 700 and C here is 7/13. So divided by 13 equals, that's 1/13. Multiply it by 7 to get 7/13, which we get 377. So this here should be 377, and see where it comes to? Exactly 377 from the top of the blue box to the bottom of the blue box. So next we're going to measure left of the blue box to the right of the blue box, which is also called the Union. So the fly length of the Union is 0.76. We'll go back to our calculator. 700 times 0.76 equals 532. So from here to here should be 532. Let's see. And it's exactly 532. This is a Title IV flag. I'm not going to bore you with all the other measurements and the math of it. I've done the measurements. I've checked this thing out. This is the flag that Russell J. Gould captured. This is the flag that Q posted. Q. Everybody wondering what Q means, right? You don't know what Q means? Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet. 17 in biblical numerology means overcoming the enemy. A lot of people don't know that. But I think I found another connection because of this flag. Let's get rid of this ruler here. Play another video for you guys. This is another guy who's in the Russell J. Gould Club. He's going to talk about the flag here. Check this out.
So what happened after 1999? What you had happen there was a private corporation move into Washington, D.C. to run the government for the people of the United States, and it was under the command and control of George Bush Jr., who then declared war on the Middle East after they dropped the trade centers in New York. This was an orchestrated warfare plan by this group, the same group that started here. Okay, this was the same group of folks that initiated this bombing. If there were ever any weapons of mass destruction, they would have used the weapon of mass destruction to bomb the World Trade Centers. They wouldn't have flown a plane into it or into them. So these guys ultimately got what they wanted. They got tactical command and control of the militaries to go fight their wars so they could set up their one world global government. The next administration that moved in 8 years later, once again, a private corporation. The first corporation was identifying itself with a 3x5 boat flag. It's not registered with the United Nations as the Title IV flag is, or any other flags around the world are. They're much longer. Okay, they're coffin flags. They're long enough to cover a coffin. The 3x5 boat flag is not. It's a replica of the Title IV flag. 8 years after this guy was in office, a second administration moves in to run the country, and they've got a 2.5 by 2.5 size flag. Obama. This is a Ken and Barbie flag. It's not registered with any country in the world, anywhere. You could buy it at Toys R Us. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think they sell them there. So this corporation comes in and says, yes, we can. Yes, we can what? Force you to buy health care? That removes your freedom of choice. So now they've attacked your freedom of choice, your freedom of speech, your freedom of the press, and now they're coming after your guns, your Second Amendment. They're just chipping away at it. Everything you guys are seeing broadcast on the television is a psychological warfare effort. The television is still registered by the FCC as an entertainment device. Nothing coming out of it has to be real or even is real. That's why you hear Trump today saying it's all fake news. Everything you guys are seeing is what these guys are broadcasting that they want you to follow. That is their global narrative. Okay, the global narrative is there's a war on terror. You can't have a war on fear. Fear, terror, spookiness. Okay, you can't have a war where there's no known enemy. The folks over there in the Middle East are just trying to simply fight off a foreign invasion and kick us out of their country. These guys are just trying to go in, crush the banks. They got to steal the oil out of there using the Caspian Sea pipelines. That's the overall objective. And that is their global, that's the global narrative. Well, in psychological operations or psychological warfare, tactical command and control of the global narrative is what we strive for. However, this is the global narrative now. This is our victory. This is our Lady of Victory, guys. It has defeated all of this across the board. We don't have to follow none of it. We've got to get these guys out of power here in the country. They don't have a flag. They don't have authorization. They don't have a charter that's been authorized correctly by the new Federal Postmaster General of the world. It's all been taken down, yet they still continue to move forward with their surrender back over to Great Britain or to the New World Order, this New World Order effort to create a one world global government with one person at the top. We all know it's Lucifer. They want your guns next. That is it. You're going to see it broadcast on the televisions. Anything they can drum up, any story whatsoever in relation to guns or a gun killing or a murder or anything, they are going to whip any little thing they can into a national frenzy. This, again, is psychological warfare. They're taking anything they possibly can and spinning it into a national issue, as though the whole nation is crying out, oh, take our guns, we shouldn't have guns. That's what they want you to think is being cried out for here in this country, when indeed it is not. It is being broadcast out of the televisions. It is a psychological warfare effort, and that is the last vestige. That's all they need here. And once you give that up, you will give up everything. Everything you got. They will take it from you. You see the people of Great Britain? What do they have? Nothing. They have absolutely nothing. That is what you will have if they come and take your guns. You need to wisen up. This is the very thing Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and President Ronald Reagan warned the United States about. Do not surrender. Never surrender. Never surrender your beliefs. Never surrender your morality. Never surrender your Christian beliefs and your faiths. Never surrender. We are a nation of peace. And this entire system was defeated through peace. Thank God. You know, there's a lot of people in our country who claim to be heroes. And there's a lot of men out there, women out there that served in the armed forces that are heroes. We never should have gone to war in the Middle East. It was whipped up by a New World Order crew. Well, Now it's time for some real heroes to actually step up to the plate and defend this entire system. And that's what we're looking for. Where are you?
I brought you here to show you about the flag. So this flag here is the Title IV flag. It's a 1 by 1.9 dimension flag. And as we saw earlier, there's other dimensions that go into it. The stripes and the Union box and the stars all have specific dimensions. This flag that George Bush's little bitch ass flew was a 3 by 5 flag, the gold fringe flag. It's not even the real flag of a real country. It's all make believe. They tricked us. They tricked us all. This is the flag that Obama's bitch ass flew, and it was a 2.5 by 2.5 flag. Isn't that a square? Yeah, he is a square. Him and his husband. Anyway, who captured this flag? That is this guy right here, Mr. Russell J. Gould. This guy put up with some shit, man. He was starved for 70 days, and they beat him up every day. You need it. Look, this War Castles. Look this up on YouTube. Start following it, okay? But that's what Q's talking about here. This is the Title IV flag, 1 by 1.9, and all the dimensions here add up. I just measured it for you. I checked them. You want to double check them? Do it yourself. But that's what this is. And what he's talking about here, what Q is saying is all of this new world order, this guy here, he defeated him. He defeated him. And I think what Q is saying here is that we're getting ready to get our country back. All the million damn laws that we have to follow, all the tyranny, all the fraudulent contracts, our corrupt government system, our corrupt banking system, our corrupt tax system, which is robbing us blind, the corrupt medical system, hiding cures, making people sick, robbing them, our corrupt food, poisoning us, our corrupt education system, all of it is going down. It's all going to be done away with, and we're going to be given back the power. That's what Q is saying when he posts this flag. This guy captured the flag, logged it in with the United Nations, and created his own sovereign government. Created a quantum language that couldn't be defrauded. Created a quantum banking system. Quantum. The more I study this guy, I keep hearing the word quantum. 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 I can't help but realize that quantum starts with Q. Is this guy Q? I don't know. But he's connected. Q posted his flag. Q posted the flag that he logged in at the United Nations and created his own sovereign government. You guys need to look into this. Research this guy. War Castles. Okay? Maybe I'll make another video of what I think Q actually is. I had what I think might be a revelation about it. Maybe I'll make another video about that. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. I love you. God bless.